How much sex should you have? A study published by the Society for Personality and Social Psychology showed that those in a committed relationship are happiest when having sex once a week. Have it more, not more happy. Have it less, less happy. Once a week is the magic number. But what does Ayurveda have to say? As with everything in Ayurveda, it is all about following the rhythms of nature. Bhagavatta, the author of a 2500-year-old classical Ayurveda text called the Ashtanga Hridayam, provides recommendation on how much sex we can have in each season. That's right, a seasonal sexual routine. Hello and welcome to another video of Ingenious Ayurveda. In this video, we will discuss how to lead a healthy lifestyle which can make a positive difference to your sexual life and how sex-related disorders can be cured by following the Ayurvedic text. According to Ayurveda, the life of a man is divided into four stages or which are also known as ashrams. These ashrams are the brahmachari or the student life. After the brahmachari life comes the grahast, means the household life. After household life comes the vanaprastha, which is the retired life, and at last comes the sannyasa or the renounced life. Now, all of these four stages are divided into the span of 25 years, means the student life lasts up to the age of 25. After the age of 25 comes the grahastha life when the person gets married and he has to follow the household life for next 25 years. One has to enter into the vanaprastha or the retired life, and at last comes the sannyasa life which starts at the age of 75. So this is how the lifespan has been divided into these four stages. But in this modern age, following all these stages is not possible. But at least we can follow few of them, especially the first two stages of the life. The brahmachari stage, which lasts till you turn 25, is dedicated to the pursuit of education and abstinence from physical pleasures. By breaking this rule and having sex in this phase of your life, you can run the risk of affecting the body's Shukra Dhatu. This all pervading Dhatu is one of the seven that goes into making the body, the other six being Ras, Rakt, Mas, Med, Asthi, and Majja. Present in an invisible form throughout the physical form, it assumes a visible shape when ejaculated as semen. Having sex when the body is not ready for it can cause the depletion of the Shukra Dhatu or the semen, which in turn can impact the ojas or the body's immune system. According to a research, as compared to previous generations, fertility rate is decreasing, around 31% in female and 43% in male. In males, decrease in sperm count, sperm motility, morbidity are the main reason for infertility, and in females, irregular menstrual cycle, obligomenorrhea, PCORS are becoming the main cause of the infertility. So what we should do now? Well, Ayurveda has its own ideas to lead a healthy sexual life. So let's discuss them one by one. Ayurveda has given the best time for having sex or following sexual activities. According to Ayurveda, having sex is divided in three categories. These categories are season, health, and the frequency of having sex. So, according to the season, the best season for having sex is the season of autumn, early winter, and late winter, when the kapha in the body is at its peak. In autumn, the health is moderate, while in early winter and late winter, the sexual health is at the peak of the year. If we look at the frequency of having sex in this best time, so if it is the autumn time, one can have sex once in 3 days, while if it is the early winter or the late winter, one can do it as one's desires. While in the other seasons like spring, summer, monsoon, autumn, the health remains poor or moderate, where if we consistently have sex, we weaken the immune system and the body. If we have sex in the season of spring, the health remains moderate, while if we have sex in the season of summer, the health becomes very poor. And if we want to have it, the frequency should be at least 15 days. So there should be a gap of 15 days after having one intercourse. In monsoon, the health becomes poorest as this is not the time for having sex. Next up is Ayurveda recommends the best time for having sex. So, according to the Ayurvedic text, the best time for having sex is between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The kapha in the body is at its peak. While if we look at the other time periods, so according to Ayurveda, the time between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. should be abstained. Similarly, the time between 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. should also be abstained as Pitta and Vata is at highest during these times. The best time for having sex is kapha, which is between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. After 10 p.m., sexual activities should be avoided as pitta again becomes dominant in the body, while between 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., vata is dominant. The second best time for having sexual activities is the time between 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., but that should also be avoided in some religions. Now let's discuss the best age for having sexual or indulging in sexual activities. So according to Ayurvedic text, one should avoid having sex till the age of 18 years. And the best time for having or indulging in sexual activities is the time between 18 years to 25 years where the kapha and pitta is at the highest in the body. While during the time or during the age of 25 to 48, the pitta is at moderate level. After the age of 40, Pitta and Vata start to reduce, and after the age of 55, it is minimized. So, this is how Ayurveda recommends to lead a healthy sexual life. There are some rules as well to follow. According to Ayurveda, one should refrain from having sex when the female partner is having her periods. Some health experts are also believe that sex during periods may give rise to condition terms as where the endometrial cells grow outside the uterus, often in the ovary or the fallopian tubes. According to Ayurveda, an ideal sex position is one where the woman is lying with her face directed in an upward position. Ayurveda also believes very overweight or obese people should avoid having sex. Ayurveda also recommends that having sex during the pregnancy or immediately after delivery should be avoided. One should have control over their urges. It further states that a 5-month time in the case of a C section and 2 to 3 months interval in the case of a normal delivery will go a long way in ensuring a healthy sex life. Ayurveda believes in having sex using sexual organs, thus, oral sex and other similar pleasures are a big no as per Ayurveda. Ayurveda does not advocate the practicing of having sex on days of prime significance such as festivals, various eclipses, on a full moon, or a new moon nights, or to name a few. So, till now, we have understood what kind of problems we get to see when we have sex not according to the Ayurvedic text, or what is the right time for having or indulging in sexual activities. Now, let's discuss the food which increases the semen in the body. So, there is an array of food and herbs that can help you get rid of sexual problems like erectile dysfunction, infertility, frigidity, etc. So, the very first thing that you should start consuming is ghee. According to Ayurveda, ghee performs like ojas, a biological energy that connects tissues in the body responsible for the vital sexual functions. The next thing that you should start consuming is honey. Honey contains a mineral called boron. This is known to boost the level of testosterone and estrogen. These are hormones responsible for better sexual functions. Similarly, another product is milk. Milk is jam packed with an array of nutrients that provide energy to perform better in bed. Its capacity increases when you mix some spices in it. Few other things are watermelon, apples, bananas, pomegranate juice, and beets, which can be made a part of your daily lifestyle and diet. Now, let's discuss some of the Ayurvedic herbs that can also boost your sexual life. The very first herb is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has been a go-to aphrodisiac for men who face problems like erectile dysfunction, but it has also shown impeccable results in waking up the female sexual energy. According to a study published in the Journal of Biomed Research International, consuming ashwagandha continuously for 8 weeks can help in improving your libido significantly. Not just that, this study noted that sexual satisfaction achieved by women participating also improved. Similarly, the second herb is Shilajit. Well, Shilajit is a world-renowned natural ingredient that can help in having prolonged sex sessions. The journal Andrologia conducted a study which claims that Shilajit also helps in increasing testosterone in the male body. No wonder you find a whole lot of this herb on honeymoon destinations. This herb is also known to help in improving the sperm count and quality. So, if you are also facing problems in conceiving, you can also take the help of this Ayurvedic Aushadhi. Next Aushadhi or next herb is Shatavari. Hail the queen of herb that is here to awaken your libido from hibernation. This one is not just known to improve your sexual drive but also provides energy and endurance to rock things up a little. According to science, this one also shows promising result when it comes to female fertility. According to a study published in the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Diseases, Shatavari is known to nourish the ovum so that childbearing is hassle-free. It can also act upon other sexual disorders like inflammation in sex organ, impotency, premature ejaculation, etc. Last but not the least is Gokshara. This one is another tried and tested aphrodisiac for men and women, but according to science, it seems to offer more to your male counterpart. It has been observed that due to excessive alcohol and cigarette consumption, men usually develop the problem of a low sperm count. FYI, stress also plays a role here. In extreme cases, disorders like erectile dysfunction are also observed. According to a study published in an international quarterly journal of research on Ayurveda called AYU, infertility is a problem of global proportion, affecting an average of 8 to 12% of couples worldwide. But Ayurveda has a solution for it in the form of Gokshara. The above study has also noted that consuming Gokshara for 60 days or more can help in dealing with sexual disorders. It has also shown major improvement in sex drive as well. Making these slight changes recommended by Ayurveda can really make a huge difference to your sexual life, and you can also get rid of the problems you are facing due to low sex drive. And yes, one more thing, add little exercise to your lifestyle as well. And practice celibacy for 2 months before indulging in sexual activity if you are not being able to consume. So friends, this is it for this video. I hope you find this video helpful and informative. If you want to watch more such videos, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the like and share button. Till then, stay healthy and stay fit and stay connected with Ingenious Ayurveda.